Greetings, I'm Chris Poff of Florida Real Estate Wizards, and I wanted to bring you a quick video just to explain a little bit about why I created the website and also Florida Real Estate Wizards. And if you're here, you're probably here for probably one reason. You've been surfing looking for a Florida home, Florida real estate. And you've surfed all these websites because that's what people do when they first get excited about buying a home. They start surfing because everything's at your fingertips on the internet. And so now you're at a point where you've surfed hundreds of websites, you spent hours and hours on the internet, and you sort of are up to speed and you kind of know what you want, but you keep running into websites who are outdated or the homes are already sold or whatever. And let me guess, if you surf for very long, you run into two major websites. One starts with a T, one starts with a Z. Now, I'm not going to name their names because I don't want the men in black coming knocking on my door and taking me away. But these are huge marketing websites. That's all they do is they market on the internet. And guess what? They market to get you to come to that website, and they charge me as a real estate broker to connect with you. So that's what they are. They're not accurate. They're not up to date. But everybody thinks, oh my God, I've surfed the internet and I've got all that knowledge at my fingertips. So now you're at the next point where you're saying, man, I'm getting frustrated. I'm, in a sense, no further along than when I started my search because I can't seem to get accurate, up-to-date information. The next step is maybe you got excited and actually started driving around looking at communities. And now you're at the point where you're ready to pull the trigger. You know you want a house, you know some communities you really like, and you've called on houses with signs in the yard and maybe one's up for rent, it's not up for sale. The next one, the realtor won't return your phone call. The next one's a for sale by owner and they were totally jerks and you couldn't deal with them. And it went on and on. And maybe you looked at a couple houses with a realtor and you realized all they're showing us is their own listings, because that's what mainly realtors do. They're taught to show you their listings because guess what? Then the co-broke, usually it was co-broke, as a buyer's agent you get half the co-broke. So if it's, let's say it's 4 or 5%. Well, you get half that. And so if they sell their own listing, they get the whole thing. Well, guess what? We don't do that. We work as buyer's agents 99% of the time. So you might have hit us at the point of frustration and saying, I need a specialist. I guess I can't do it on my own. And you're right, you probably can't, because we do this hundreds of times every year and we're still learning. We are totally, we've been doing this, I've been doing it since '98. I have personally bought and sold millions of dollars worth of houses. I've helped my clients buy and sell millions of dollars worth of houses. And it's a lot more complicated than it used to be. The banks are more difficult to deal with. And if you think that it's from 10 or 15 years ago from when you bought your last house, totally different. And you do need a specialist. So if you're at that point where you're saying, help me, I'm ready to pull the trigger, but I don't know, I want to make sure I do this correctly. I don't want to, I want to cut the learning curve to zero. I don't want any headaches. I want to get this thing done. That's why I created this website. That's what Florida Real Estate Wizards is all about. Now, if you're not at that point yet and you're still surfing, you're just looking for an accurate search engine, you still found it. Just use our search engine on our website. As a Florida realtor and Florida real estate broker, we pay money to have our search engine be as up-to-date and as accurate as possible. So unlike these other websites that they're charging real estate brokers to be on their website, or they're charging you a fee to repair your credit or however they got you to come there, that's not what our search engine does. Our search engine is used strictly by all the real estate realtors in Florida. And so we pay money to keep that thing accurate and up to date. So if you want the most accurate search engine to do your real estate search in Florida, that's what you need to do, and it's on our website. So either way, if you're not ready for specialized help, which is what we provide, that's okay. Use our search engine. When you get to that point or you have questions, give us a call on our real estate hotline.